Hey there, a very good evening, good morning, how you doing, depending on what part of the world you're in. This is me, Justin Kapani, the founder and CEO of a setup in Delhi by the name of I'm Decor and Design. We are in the business of designing and manufacturing home and office decor and interior solutions. And, uh, firstly, I'm hoping everybody had a great week. Mine has been pretty happening and everything and all that, including some rest and everything because of the change of weather. And, we are kind of more indoors because of the extreme rains. And at this point, it is the little things of daily life, like this nice cup of coffee. I'm sorry, this is not coffee, this is chai. I thought I'm going to have coffee, but then I'm having chai. This is chai. And these little things remind us that, it is so important to fill yourself up or, include small things which give you that complete sense of being alive and being fresh and celebrating every moment and everything and all that. So if I were to just sit here and do my work and not have a cup of chai, coffee, not get a nice book to read, or not enjoy the weather out there, I would not be, really living up the moment and stuff. So I arrive upon a subject or a topic which is very close to my heart, and it's called Haigi. So there's a book which I picked up many years back from, you know, a bookshop I could call, which is owned by someone in my family. It's not really a bookshop, but it's actually a library kind of a thingy. But do people do go there to read? So you could say it's a bookshop in a way. But I picked up the book. It was called Haigi, The Danish Way of Living. And as I read that, I still haven't been able to get over the beauty of that, book and the chapters of it. And I noted down one which I have in my diary today. I'll read out to you. So first is, what is Haigi? So Haigi is pronounced as Yuga, which is the quality of presence of an experience of togetherness, and it is a feeling of being warm, safe, and comforted, and feeling sheltered. And to Haigi or Huga is to invite intimacy and connection, which is not just physical intimacy, but it's also the intimacy of enjoying or indulging in simpler and smaller things and stuff. So one is very important, to feel comforted or to comfort yourself, or maybe the surroundings around you are comforting. Coming to the world of design and architecture and production stuff, I normally reckon and advise people that it's great to have a vision for yourself, for your house, for your room and stuff. But what's very important is, do you feel the comfort? Do you feel nice when you have those things around you? Let's say you're lying on a sofa. Let's say you're lying on a bed. Let's say you're sitting on a couch. Let's say you're, you know, sitting on the dining table. Let's say you're on your office chairs and stuff. When you sit on it, do you feel comforted or do you feel cozy or warm? So it's not a very good idea to forever feel mechanical around these things and stuff, because the idea of design or the idea of feeling alive is actually to feel and to absorb. So I shared a quote and I actively share it, is that, great designs and creations are to make you feel. So a nice cup of coffee or a nice cup of chai. Now this beautiful, cup, whenever I look at it, it's so nice and fuzzy. It just uplifts me. So these beautiful things that we include in our daily purpose or our life or our daily environment and stuff add to the larger picture, and we can't do it with the smaller things. So to comfort each other, what do we normally do? We share gestures and recipes for happiness associated with home, like a quilt, like a blanket, like making a bowl of chicken soup, or making a nice meal, or cooking a cake, baking a cake or something like that. So what is yoga or haigi in the real sense? It's actually the harmony that kind of brings in that freshness and warmth into you and stuff at the start of the day, during the day, and at the end of the day. So it's not a very good practice or a habit to forever feel technical, or to be over busy, or to be over hyping work and stuff, or overselling yourself, showing yourself to be working extremely hard or forever on the go and everything, because it's very important to kind of collect yourself and absorb these simple things. In a fashion, they rejuvenate you. So the last week has been pretty happening for me and stuff. And if I am forever on the move and I'm forever executing or doing my work and stuff, I'm going to be a burnt out. And burnt out doesn't have to be when you're overloaded with work and stuff. Anything can be overwhelming. Traffic can be overwhelming, and the weather can get you down, illness can get you down, or too much of work can get you down. So always a good idea to include something known as a hygge or a yoga, right? So when we hygge, we create an environment where we are close to ourselves with the environment, and it satisfies our creaturely needs. Moments are our moments become more satisfying and more pleasing. We are closer to things which comfort us, like a conversation or a good humor or a good book or a good talk with a friend, spending some time with your dog, your pet, your family member, spending your time in a park, spending your time just catching up with your friends on the phone. So all these things which kind of rejuvenate your soul and kind of bring you that freshness of energy. A few lines is that we do not need outside security, we actually need something to cling to. Sometimes we think of it as another body or a person to keep us warm, but actually you just need to pour yourself into something which kind of cheers you up and pulls you up. It can be a pet, it can be your grandparent, it can be your best friend, and it can just be a nice blanket, it can be a nice set of cushions you have, one of your favorite bed covers. If you're feeling down, you're feeling unwell, you've got fever and stuff, and suddenly you change the entire look and feel in your room, you shift the furniture, you put some beautiful flowers, and you have some nice tea, coffee, or some nice soup being offered to you. These are all moments of hygge. And if you're feeling great, if you're feeling good, you switch on some nice music, some jazz, some saxophone, some piano, or you meditate a little bit, or you spend your time painting your nails, or looking after your skin, or doing some meditation, doing some exercise, doing some yoga. All these things which you actually include in your daily life, call it a discipline or a structure, but staying flexible around it definitely works good for you. So very important is that we also realize that great things have to be done in a simpler manner, and smaller things have to be enjoyed or done in a greater fashion, so that it multiplies the joy and the happiness in you. Okay, so love and luck. I'm on jkapani@gmail.com, jashinkapani.im@gmail.com, jashinkapanioffice@gmail.com. Stay hydrated, enjoy these beautiful things of life, surround yourself with some nice greenery because it totally uplifts you and stuff. And lots of people say, but greenery doesn't make you feel all that great and stuff. It's not too much of greenery I'm talking about. I'm referring to just one or two, three pieces, and maybe artificial plants which look as good as real can definitely help you. And some nice lighting. Imagine sitting in a dark room, having a having a cup of coffee or a soup, or reading a book, or sitting with your dog. You're not going to feel good. So lighting plays a very important role. So spend some time researching on yoga, hygge, and add more joy and happiness to it. And all of this helps you in keeping or maintaining your disposition and feeling really good and great and stuff. You're allowed to have the downtime. It's monsoons, and you can get infections, you can get unwell, you can have a bad tummy. It's happening to me, and I've had it again yesterday. But the point is, hygge helps. I can just sit around here and cry and stuff, or I can just enjoy the comforts of my own place, or my office, or my desk and stuff, and I can get back feeling totally recharged once I'm feeling a lot better. On that note, take good care of yourself and get this thing of Huga, Huegah. It's the Danish art of living well, and it totally is a pretty refined way of not even existing, not even surviving, but living your best. I mean, a nice fragrance of positive chai with some nice, cinnamon or cardamom or a nice coffee and a nice book and some silence and your pet and alone in your favorite room, what else can anybody ask for when people are looking for space because they're doing so much? Make the best use of it. If you are following me, and enjoy your day and have fun, have a blast. Bye bye. And yes, thank you so much for your personal messages. I've been reading them on Instagram, and thanks for the feedback. I think somebody accidentally met me at the African Day and I got feedback. I think this person was on my Facebook for more than 10 days. We never interacted, and we happened to meet up at the African Day at Ashoka. So thanks so much for your compliment. I didn't know, all that about me and stuff, but thanks for your observation and stuff. Yeah, and Hakuna Matata. Bye bye. Cheers. Love and luck. Bye.